everybody. Welcome to Moving Forward Now with Audrey. I am Audrey. I am fine. This pillow is simply because I actually do this podcast sitting up in bed. This is my quote unquote office to do a lot of things. So I am fine. Don't let this deter you in any way, shape, or form at all. So, where do I want to start? So, brief intro, if you don't know who I am ever changing, and in this time of quantum this and quantum that and shifting timelines, let's just say I am an ever evolving consciousness, and I am with experience and expertise as a psychic, a healer, an artist, now a podcaster. I used to have a public access TV show back in the day when we did those things, and a mom and a Grammy. And Grammy meaning grandmother, okay? Not the other kind of Grammy at this time. So, this is a healing podcast, so we won't discuss politics. For that, please go to Revealing Light Tarot, Astrology and Spirituality with Maryann and take a peek at Susan Lynn Spirit Navigator. They will give you politics. And I'll discuss politics elsewhere, not on this podcast. My podcast is basically do good for the earth, do good for your being, do good for people and animals. That's my politics. Okay, so our topic for today is time to move forward, and we are evolving. So, time to move forward, and we are evolving. So let us start with our affirmation. An affirmation is basically a statement of power and intention, and mine now are also action. Because it's fine to talk, but enough talk. It's time to take actions. It's time to shift. It's time to take action. It's time to be that which you were seeking. This is the moment. This is the whole matrix of it. So the affirmation is, I move forward easily and am blessed. I move forward easily and I am blessed. Feel it in your heart. I'm not going to move the laptop because last time I did that I canceled everything out. Have your hand on your heart. You can't see it, but my hand is on my heart. And it's I move forward easily. Feel that. Smile with it. And I am blessed. Make it real. Where do you move forward easily? Where and how are you blessed? Allow this. Empower this. If you need to complain, and I know now and then I do, and I know people, I used to have someone that had, I called it a litany of complaints. I gave her 10 minutes, and then she had to stop because I, ego-centered, whatever, could not stand anymore. And if that means I'm bossy, well, there you have it. Because if someone's going to just complain and fetch and whine and this, I'm not the one for them to be with. Become a client, work with me, and you'll shift that. Okay? So that you're empowering yourself and not living in misery. And if you're wondering, have I had misery? Oh my gosh, yes. No question. Do I feel it? Yes. Do I hang on to it? No. And I know other people who are healers. I go to them, they come to me, because otherwise, what kind of life do you have? I mean, really, what kind of life do you have? So, I move forward easily and I am blessed. Yes! 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 And you can do it quietly. It doesn't have to be noisy. That's my Aries ascendant in Western astrology. Pisces ascendant in Vedic astrology. But then in that, my moon is Leo. In Western, it is Virgo. I am a Cancerian either way. And these are simply labels. So, that is that part. I left my frequency stones in the other room, so I'm not going to show them to you at the moment. And the breathing attunement, we're going to keep simple. We're going to keep breathing into, we're going to align heart brain, and mind brain the way Greg Braden teaches. I do it sometimes the same, sometimes differently. The way you'll learn on heart math, HMI.com or HMI.org, I forget which, because it's time for everyone to move forward. This isn't only for a special few. And to do that, you have to wake up. And waking up can be a shock because most people don't know they've been asleep. And if you're wondering, have I ever been asleep? Of course. Of course. Waking up is new and fresh and allowable. It doesn't matter if you're 2, if you're 15, if you're 22, if you're 54, if you're 75, if you're 85, or you're 92 or 110. Waking or beyond. Don't stop there. 150. There's no reason. Scientists have not found any built-in reason for people to die. Do I know people can get sick? Of course, anybody can get sick. Do you choose it? If you don't deal with your emotions, if you don't deal with your why are you alive? Why are you doing anything? Do you like your work? Do you like where you're living? Do you like what's going on in the world? If you're not dealing with all of that in a positive way, then you can be creating stress. That can be creating inflammation. That can be creating a pathway to you leaving the planet. If you want that, then do that. If you don't, change. And I'm saying it kind of deep, because we're in the age of Aquarius now. Things have to be stated and moved on from. That's why this is called moving forward. And then with Audrey now, because now, not later, with Audrey, because I'm Audrey. And I tossed my name in there. Some people know me, and that would be an attraction. If you don't, now's the time. And that's kind of it. So our breathing attunement, we're going to simply be breathing into the heart, holding, this is an easy one, holding the infinite inhalation to the count of 4, the retention to a count of 6, the exhalation to a count of 8. So inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Release, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Release, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pause. Continue breathing at your own pace. Notice how you feel. And the more you do this, you can slow it down. Add 1 count to each. And you will start getting centered, balanced, harmonious, and energized. And it does not matter what your chronology is. You can be Gen Alpha, Gen Z, X, Y, whatever all the rest are, millennial. You can be baby boomer. You can be the silent generation, also called the great generation, I believe, or whatever comes before that, and before that, and whatever is following. Because it's really, what I'm going to say is going to sound so simple. And it may sound as though I'm lacking empathy or compassion. I have a ton of empathy and compassion. Now and then too much. But it really, I don't remember who first said this, but the disposition of your life is in your hands. Not mine, not someone else's, not your mates, not your parents, yours. So if you're holding on to whatever someone did that you found hurtful, it's time to let it go. Does that mean you just go, no. Do any of my courses, do these breathing attunements, see a healer? You definitely can see me. Transform your genetic karmic patterning, your epigenetics. They are not the same. I can help you with transforming your genetic karmic patterning, GKP. That's the influence that when you're born, whether you know it or not, or they intended it or not, or didn't intend it or not, you inherit attitudes, the potential for attitudes, belief systems, life conditions from your parents, from their parents, from people you know, from side lives, because we've been on planets other than the Earth. So it could be anyone you knew in parallel dimensions, in other timelines. I know what Bashar says. I like some of what Bashar says. I don't agree with everything he says, by the way. So this is no worship or fan. It's no. I learned from almost everyone, including what not to do. Learn that also from me. What's good to do and maybe what you'd rather not do. And allow yourself to really be in the present moment. Most people are not. I don't even like saying that. Let's say if you find you're living in the past, who did what? Oh, it still hurts because he didn't call. Oh, it still hurts because she went out with someone else. When are you going to get that healed? When are you going to make peace inside yourself instead of making this some cause to suffer and be a victim? I have to say, those days are done. They really are done. We're no longer in the age of Pisces. We're in the age of Aquarius and moving more and more and more into it. And that is not what that age is about. The age of Aquarius is about each person connecting to Source and evolving their own self. Self, capital S, little s, ELF, soulless and self, ego, personality, self. And there's so much support. There's me and what I do and the people I recommend. I actually also recommend other healers and other podcasts. I'm not the only one. And by the way, if you like this, if you're growing from it, if you find it interesting, if you'd like to be part of having our beautiful, gorgeous, stunning Earth evolve, definitely click on like, love. People are now saying smash. Do I have to say smash? Like, love. And definitely subscribe. Tell your friends. Tell your family. Tell your kids. And it doesn't matter that I am called a senior. I have the energy of young. Young. I have that ability. You can too. Do I look older than young? Yeah, I look like this. Okay? You look how you look. You do the best you can. I do color my hair. I like the color. I'm an artist. I don't like the... No, I look washed out. That doesn't work for me. Ugh. If you like it, it's good for you. Not me. And I wear some eye makeup, some blush, and some lipstick. You don't want to? You don't need to. It's your, my, our personal choice. So back to it's time to evolve and moving forward now. When you transform the junk that's my collective term, junk, that you have been holding on to. One, you lighten up. And to move forward, you do need to lighten up. You can't if you can't even move. It's hard. You have to do it more slowly. Or you do it energetically. And that is, there's no, just do it in your mind. Do it in your heart. Make sure you're doing it in your heart. It is time for everyone who chooses it to be way more heart-centered. Can everyone achieve it? Yes, we're born with that. Even if you have had a life of mega challenge, the question to ask yourself is, do you choose to hold on to that as your life story? Do you? I could say this, oh, baby, you don't need to, blah, blah. I'm very compassionate. I could also say, how long are you going to hold on to that stuff? Is it helping you? Do you want people to feel sorry for you, to feel bad for you, to rescue you? Are you looking to be some kind of victim? There are people who get power from that. It's a whole manipulative ploy. Not a good idea. And it doesn't matter what your complexion is, what your background is. There are people who have millions, who have been on the global stage, and they are still feeling sorry for themselves and victimizing other people because they get power from harming others. That is called a sociopath. And unfortunately, we've got a slew of them running around. In politics, in business, in other realms. Nothing is all of a sudden just exempt from it. Check your own self and really be honest. This is you looking in the mirror of your soul, looking inside you, in you. And we're all connected. Whether you call it quantum entanglement or you know it as a spiritual being, we are all connected. So if it's somewhere, it can be everywhere. So look inside yourself. I know sometimes my internal dialogue, I call it the id, internal dialogue, ID, is horrendous. It's ugh. So I do the protective prayer. It's on my website. It was given to me, I don't know, in the 1990s. So this is 2025, so 30 years ago. It's still effective. Just because something wasn't invented half a second ago doesn't mean it's not effective. At all. At all. Certain things have been effective for millennia. Millennia. And we as a species have been on this earth way longer than most people think. Things happen like in stages. It gets repeated and I don't know why. I really don't. About 5,500 years, give or take, or 5,200 years seems to be when we go up and we go down and we go up and we go down. I'm tired of that. I really am. It's boring. It's time to really, and we ostensibly go a little higher and higher, so it's an interesting spiral. No. If that's what you want, then stay stuck. It's your choice. Or find a way to evolve. And if you think I'm yelling at you, I apologize. I will get softer. As the Honorable Vianney Oahu said to me, the power is in the softness. So, everyone has source stuff in them. That's what we're made of. It's not in us, it's what we are. When we forget that, which many have, it took me a while to remember. There's nothing to feel you're not worth it, you're not good enough, you're never going to make it. What is it you think you need to make that you may think you're never going to? Look, I have written, how many books have I written? I have written 4 books. I have 3 courses. I've made over 100 paintings, big ones, 6 that are 5 feet by 4 feet, which, yes, they're taller than I am, and medium ones and small ones, and over 100 frequency stones. Does that mean I am a multimillionaire? Not yet. Might I be? Am I going after that? I'm going after and allowing and morphing into and going gently and sometimes a little faster, helping being one of the beings on this earth that brings transformation, positivity, healing, and blessing. And yes, financial well being by doing what I am here to do, including this podcast. So, what about you? What is your purpose? What is it that you were born for? What were you born to express and share with the world? That is your gift. And whatever it is needed. I have done readings for people that we didn't even have the language yet for what their gifts were. I had to put together words and explain to them what their gifts were. Yes, as I said, I'm a clairvoyant. I do readings. And don't let anyone fool you into thinking they're me. There's nobody like me. There's nobody like you either. Ask some test questions if you need to, because I'm the only one that can answer what's me. And if you think you're somehow not good enough, that used to be my refrain. I just wasn't good enough. And I never thought I would be. You are good enough. You're born good enough. Whether you come from fancy, whether you come from simple, whether you come from rich, whether you come from poor, whether you come from black, brown, beige, tan, red, russet, yellow, gold, white, colorless, transparent, polka dot, whether you are human, whether you are extraterrestrial, whether you are hybrid, whatever you may be, there is good enough in you, because everything is part of Creator by whatever names one calls it. And it's not a male, by the way. No. And men are not superior to women. That has been a falsehood for eons. Nor women superior to men. Now and then I think so, but no. Nor non-binary superior. Nor transgender or cisgender. I don't particularly care for that term, like I'm a woman. End of sentence. I don't feel I have to add whatnot and hoo-ha to it, because I am a woman. Born so, and still so. You can add other adjectives if you choose. It's fine. We have choice. So when is the last time you danced? When is the last time you laughed? When is the last time you enjoyed a good meal? I'm in Costa Rica. I make chocolate. We get cacao nibs. I took pictures of some. I once attempted to do a video of me preparing. I don't know what happened to it. And I do eat probably a little too much. Am I going to cut back? Some. I'm buying a new dress. Yay! And I want to look good in it, which means I'd like my tummy to go down a little bit. And we'll see what happens with that. I have slacked off a little bit, definitely on doing yoga and jumping on the rebounder. So I'm again doing that, not in the rain. That's out on my veranda. What are you doing to enhance yourself? When you wake up, do you tell yourself you love yourself? You say, thank goodness I'm alive? Do you give thanks for being? Do you smile and laugh? Do you tell yourself you're beautiful, you're handsome, you're wonderful, you're healthy? When I jump on the rebounder, I have this refrain that started: I am young, strong, healthy, firm, thin, flexible, energetic, muscular, curvy, sexy, beautiful, centered, balanced, lifted, supported, funded, and it goes on. And because I am jumping, even if it's little jumps, and feeling it, and it's coming from my heart, I am that. So are you, or whatever it is you choose. This is the time for us to make friends with one another. Do I like everyone? No, not particularly. And I really detest when someone yells at me or insults me. Not a fan. I am absolutely no. I don't recommend that with me. You can express any emotion with me, realistically, but to yell at me and insult me, that's not a good idea. Nor for me to do it to you. Not a good idea. It has to be rebalanced. Is that possible? Yes. Yes, you have to have the intention, the desire, and the actions. And love has to be part of it. And a possible spam. We don't need that. So, bless yourself. Bless yourself. Say, I am so thankful I was born. I love being alive. There was a time I didn't. I contemplated suicide in my 20s. Then I chose not to because I remembered a time I was happy. And at the time I was concerned that suicide would lead to nothingness, and I didn't want nothingness. That's not what I feel now, by the way. I mean that it's nothingness. Really gets help and support with whatever you might be going through. Males, females, non-binary, whatever you may be. Give thanks for the circumstances in your life and grow through them. If you don't like where you live, do your best to move or fix it up. Make it nice. If you can't do anything with the outside, do something with the inside. Do something. Pick some little area. Make it gorgeous and give thanks for it and sit in it and just let it fill you with blessings. So now this is time for my gratitudes. Thank you for watching. Thank you for participating. Please share. No, play, share, win. I created that saying in another course. Since I created it, it's mine, and I am using it. So, play, share, win. I know there is barf going on this planet. I am well aware. Not a fan. I know there are people I would rather were in completely different positions. That is true. To make the change, create the difference. That's why this podcast, sending out light and energy, and it's real. This is real. Allow yourself to be blessed. Thank you. Like, love us, subscribe. Let me know if there's something in particular you'd like me to cover. Bless you. And I am going to send out healing light energy right now to you.